Hello and welcome back to part 36 of our Mechanicus hard campaign playthrough. I realised, looking through the missions, we've been quite diligent in catching up with Theresa's backlog. What we haven't done is the old DLC missions, so they are no longer fighting in Silver Tenebris. I don't know why that's got a tomb location there. We're fighting on the Arc Mechanicus, so in our friendly territory. It's guitar some troops, which is nice, and then we face some tech priests and servitors, but I'm quite interested to have a crack at this. Setup is fine until we see what's in there or need to adjust. I think that's perfectly acceptable. Zerzetes. Your attention, Magos. My attention is on Silver Tenebris, Zerzetes. I must trust you to fulfill your duties as sub-tribune without my oversight. We cannot neglect the security on board the Caestus Metalican. I bring news of a violent uprising among the lower ranks of the tech priests and menials on the Enginarium decks. An uprising. This is the last thing we need. I permit myself to experience frustration at this news. Your solution, Sub-Tribune. There is but one solution to malcontents and rebellion, Magos. It is as the discipline of physics states, force always wins. How does this work? We're not going to be rummaging through a tomb. It's just aboard our ship. There's some fighters. The dorsal Enginarium decks are in the hands of the malcontents. We must move against them now and exterminate the seeds of heresy. We should remember these are our people, Sub-Tribune. When they raise arms against us, they cease to be ours, Magos. They become pawns of the enemy. Capital E for enemy makes you think of chaos. And if they fight against my tech priest, I'll direct them to fight back. I hope your aggression will not be justified, but if it is, I shall be ready. Rebels have broken the servitors' loyalty protocols. They defy their original programming. If evidence of their malfeasance be needed, here it is. Let this blasphemy be met with fire and blade. There may be a more subtle way of dealing with this issue, Sub-Tribune. I advise that the malcontent does not deserve subtlety, Magos. The rebels are supported by a host of servitors, which form the majority of their firepower. These servitors must be dealt with if the nascent rebellion is to be put down. Decapitation, kill the leader of the rebels so their control of the servitors will end. Information warfare, the servitors can be reset via the Enginarium's cogitators. Hack into the cogitators and reinstate the servitors' loyalty protocols. Justice through firepower, the servitors are beyond help. Destroy them all and deny the rebels their firepower. Now fundamentally, this is our resources we're currently handling, so if we can keep any of our servitors alive, then reprogram is surely the way to go. We aren't dealing with Necrons directly, so we're not facing the issue of overwhelming disadvantages in information warfare. Software hacking should be possible here, so let's give it a go. Strike at the root of the problem then. A scientist's approach, Magos, but one that risks leaving the malcontents unpunished. I would limit the bloodshed among my own people, Sub-Tribune. Violence does not solve everything. In the 41st millennium? That's heretical. Enough violence solves any problem eventually, Magos, but I defer to your command. I mean, he's not wrong. Any problem you could be facing, I'll kill one person an hour until something happens. Well, something's going to happen. The layout of the Enginarium deck suggests several different approaches to assaulting the rebel positions. Flanking maneuver. Send the cohort to flank the rebels and avoid notice until they can assault the enemy up close. Shooting gallery. Engage the enemy at distance to take full advantage of the cohort's range weapons. Up the middle. There is no time to employ subtlety. Send the tech priest straight through the main blast doors to engage the enemy head on. With our kind of overwhelming fire superiority with all our big fancy guns, I don't mind a long range shooting battle. Very appropriate, Magos, a firing squad for these traitors. Okay, so there you go. We've appeased our own sensibilities of trying to be sensible, and then we're also making Zerzetes happy by blowing everything up. The tech priest guard opens fire at range, forcing the rebels to advance through a hail of fire to engage them. Position updated. Okay, so it seems this is deciding how the battle goes, rather than skipping all of the tomb area. It will just be these random events and then presumably a fight at the end. The cohort has the chance to strike a blow against the rebel position before engaging the enemy. All out. The opportunity to attack first should not be ignored. Attack immediately in full force before the fire team is discovered. Go loud. A group of servitors near a full container make a tempting target. Silent strike. A rebel tech priest is patrolling near the cohort's point of entry. They could be eliminated quietly before the combat is joined. Again, we should just have an overwhelming advantage here, so attack. We got 9 CP. Cool, good deal. In the mathematics of the battlefield, speed is one of the key variables. Strike first, and the other variables shall be turned in our favour. I don't know what the other ones do, but I'm not going to complain at a full bar of CP for free. Scan or destroy. What? This. Is there another one? Okay, so just here's our battle. We've got Xenorite Tech Priests, Servitor. The glowing ones are the Tech Priests, and the non-glowing ones appear to all be Servitors. We're loaded on CP, so we might as well just use everyone. Lining everyone up at the front because there's no reason not to, and I may as well, because I'm here, pop in one of the vanguards. I've got all the CP to burn. Red. Okay. In terms of enemies, we've got a Servitor, and well, it's good. I can shoot this and perhaps hit all of them with his big AoE gun. Yes, I can. But now, because we've done this, we can now immediately test. How does this function? So, torsion cannon versus heavy grav cannon. Have a look. Let's just hover a target here. Oh, I can't. Ah, okay, there's a difference. So, torsion cannon can shoot through walls and obstacles to target anything it wants. This, it seems, is out of range, but yeah, whereas if we try with the heavy grav cannon, that is not a valid target. Once you hit the target, I believe the heavy grav cannon works the same. I'll have to go all the way over there to reach with the heavy grav cannon. I would like to compare ranges though, so I'm going to waste some movement to hop over. Compare what the two ranges are like. So here's this one. Annoyingly, that put me in range of my own blast. I'll have to move away, but for now I can do this. So let's use our fingers on the screen. It gets to there with this one, and then this one gets to, I think it's one shorter. Okay. So the torsion cannon is slightly less range in exchange for being able to pass through objects to declare a target, which I think is a fair deal, because at that radius, so it's that versus that, there's really not much in it. It's like one square on the very, very, very tip in exchange for being able to hit whatever you want without having to move around. So this is a perfect instance where me being forced to move to here means I'm going to get shot if I use the heavy grav cannon, but I can simply be here, use the torsion cannon, and I'm fine. So I think we'll move forward using the torsion cannon in that case. The versatility of being able to shoot whatever I want wherever I am is worth more to me than one extra pip of range. Okay, but so I need to spend a bunch of CP here. I may as well. I suppose what I could do is spend all of my abilities and then walk forward and extract CP and then move back, because I can now move in and out of combat without taking hits due to escape. Yeah. Can I think I know what's happening. I'm not allowed to target the enemy servitors due to their... It's the Cog Occultaris or whatever it's called, the one we don't use. So that leaves me with 7. I could use this. That'll drop me another 2. That'll drop me 3 and still leave me with enough to shoot to kill. So let's now back off again. Do my movement first to make sure I'm in a safe distance. Again, nothing. I can't target him directly. But if I use an AoE splash, I can hit them, so I can circumvent their ability that way. Safety. They're in range and I'm out of range, which is good. I don't know what their armor is, so I'll use the pure damage. Good, okay, we're maxed out. So we'll go torsion cannon because I can. We're doing 22 to 24. Just out of range, which is good. So will this affect the otherwise invisible target? That's what the torsion cannon... Yes, they're all down. Crushed. Good. Jeremiah's up next. Now where are their tech priests? All the big enemies? Do you think the flamethrowers can target these as well? Possibly. I'm more inclined to let the enemy move towards us for a turn, however, as they need to kind of scrabble around and try and get to us. I can't target anything with the Vanguard yet. If they're just going to be walking towards us, then let's blow them up. I have to scan this at some point, but killing enemies is also a good use of our time. Sprint. Allow them to move twice, perhaps. They've all learned it. Mechanicus who can heal people. That's not super useful. I could have Mechanicus run over here and kill this one. How much HP do you think this thing has? 9 to 11. Will that one hit kill it? I'd rather it not, as I want to extract CP first. And as we can escape, I may as well move forward, take the CP, and then move backwards. Oh, the axe could also, in theory, do it. Cool. Wow. I take 1 damage, but I heal 1 for free, so we're good. Bunch up enough to get hit by the same attack. Oh, yeah, easily. If you want to do the same, it's even better. Maybe Tauth might get lucky here and get a really good shot, depending on where I stand. If I come this way, I can definitely hit them in the back. Let's do that. I'm fairly certain, because the other AoE attack hit the Tech Priest, the flamethrowers will also work the same way. This one hasn't activated yet, so we want to be some distance away from him. I haven't got the range to hit all 4 of them, so I'll make do with these 3 while I'm here. Cool. If this works. 15 to 17, they absolutely do seem targetable. Good. They're tough enough to survive 17 damage, because that was crits there, so they have to be fairly durable. I'm guessing 2 volleys is too much for them. Fair enough, that's a tall order. I can't hit this one with the axe, so there's no point in trying. I'll just come over here. Could take the CP, but I'm inclined just to whack it and move on. 1 over there and 1 there, and they'll start sprinting towards me, but I'm faster than them, so I'll just move back here. Mechanicus doesn't really have any AoE apart from his. I suppose he could run over here and summon in the Castellan robot, and the flamethrower can hit both of them. That'll work. A little bit concerned about CP. Let's go scan this and extract CP from it while I'm here. There's 3 more there. Scan. Survive 3 rounds. Somehow I don't think that's going to be much of an issue. What do you think destroying it does? We can't get negative awakening level because, as you've noticed, there is none. We're not in the tombs. This is just aboard our ship. What happens? -2 Necron awakening. Okay, game. Yeah, shows what I know. How does that work exactly? Well, it could have interacted them like in some way. Maybe it disables their. I'll use this one because it's easier to line the flamethrower up on the targets. Stack all your damage. Now the flamethrower can easily hit these. I don't know if I can quite catch him as well. Bit of a stretch. Decent flamethrower, but just to be safe, I'll kill this one myself. Where can I stand here? I can get to there. I need to position carefully and I need to move out of the way so I don't hurt myself later. So I need to mission freedom this. My own shot, and then I'll bless for more damage. And that won't quite do it, but then maybe that will finish it off. A bit close. I might just limp here. But even if it does survive, I can then use the Castellan robot's punch to finish it off. Oh no, it's dead. I'm just wrong. Okay, now you can get out of the way. Eight damage for the next attack, so the robot can definitely one-shot that enemy priest. Basically, all I need, the command is a waste of CP. This is going to do 24 damage minimum, so it should be dead. So 24 with a crit. Yep. Alright, how many did I miss? There's one over here, from what I recall. One chasing Taos down. Yes, that one. Say he's there. He might find himself. He's about to disappear. Oh no, we can't target him. How devious. How dastardly. How oh, I'm just kidding. Put him out of his misery. 17 to 19. There you go. And it's dead in one shot. Cool, we survived. Air quotes. Well survived, gentlemen. Hanging on by the skin of your teeth there. Mission complete. With their servitors inactive or destroyed, the rebels are overwhelmed by the cohort's assault. Yes, it was the servitors going down that was the problem, and not completely wiping them off the field. The traitorous tech priests are cut down or flee into the labyrinth of the Caestus Metalican's interior. The true mission has only just begun, however. What prompted this rebellion? Are their leaders truly all dead? Our triumph was inevitable, Magos. The only language the rebel understands is violence, and our statement has been made. A victory indeed, Sub-Tribune, but it is not an answer. Magos, I have recovered the internal databanks of one of the rebel tech priests. They are heavily encrypted in contravention of all regulations. And they are hiding something. Can you recover any data? Only a fragment. It is a name. Epsilus Damek Yoth. It means nothing to me, I fear. Nor I, Xenobiologist Teresus. Formal request, formal speech mode. Magos, a moment of your time, if I may, in private. Be quick, Tech Acquisitor. Matters requiring my attention have multiplied. Recollection begins. Epsilus Damek Yoth, designate, Arch Heretek, origin, Styges 8, classification status equal, Secretum Omega. You have heard of this Epsilus, an Arch Heretek. I am forced to quarantine great consternation at this knowledge. You believe their followers are on the Caestus Metalican? Certainty greater than 30%. Error, insufficient data, format, recommendation, seek additional input. The quest for more information never ends. I know more of this Epsilus Damek Yoth Scaevola. Keep me informed of what you find. We're all fine, surprising no one. Apparently we do extract Blackstone from the fallen enemies. How these tech priests are carrying Blackstone around is unclear, but who are we to argue? A little pistol that has pure damage, Skitarii Vanguard Alpha. That was one of our missing troops. Taser Goad, unlock the Skitarii Vanguard Alpha. There we are. What do you do? At level 1 you're not going to get used, but it's worth having a look. Deals area damage. Single target melee attack upon hitting target turns into a cone. Triggers opportunity attack. So it's melee, but it's a melee cone. That's quite interesting. It's a shame that's not how Jeremiah and Taoth's weapons work, so I can benefit from the final tier of that tree, but never mind, we'll make do. Suppose there's another one. There is another one. It comes with the Skitari Ranger level 1. The other one we're missing. Okay, we'll just do that immediately. Historical perspective. Extract data on Epsilis Damak Yoth from the ship's Archivum Moribundus. You. Oh, we have that's what we have another one down there. But no, it's so obvious what the correct move is here. That one, and that one. Error. Information flow interrupt. Classified. Additional data retrieval. Failed. Epsilis Damak Yoth. This is troubling, Tech Inquisitor. If there are followers of an arch-heretic on my ship, I will know more about them than their name. Their crimes must have been grave indeed for information on them to be prescribed, on Styges 8 of all places. Formulating hypothesis. Information gathered prior to prescription order, chance of existence. Was it greater than 0? Then perhaps the Caestus Metalican still has records of this Epsilis? Obsolete data is collected in the Archivum Moribundus. I should see to its extraction in person. Naturally, I shall assist you, Magos. Okay. Need to learn more about the enemy. Head straight to the library. I'm receiving reports of rebel activity in the vicinity of the Archivum, Magos. They are not mere rebels, Sub-Tribune. They are heretics. All the more reason to meet them with overwhelming force. We should throw every last one of them out of the airlocks. Before we can defeat the enemy, we must know it. I am as eager as you to see this threat ended, but I will not attack while ignorant. Our objective remains the Archivum Moribundus. If the heretic wishes to oppose us, we shall go through them. Probability calculation in progress. Calculation partially complete. Likeliest data repository equal Archaeological Server Primus. A useful starting point, Tech Inquisitor, but the data we seek could be anywhere, and if the heretics sabotage what we are looking for, it will be of no use searching at all. The Archivum Moribundus contains thousands of data repositories and millions of files. Seeking a particular piece of information is more an art than a science. Come on guys, you gotta fix the filing system. Focused research. Concentrate on mining the Archaeological Server Primus for data on Epsilis. Academic rivalry. The heretics are the real issue here. If they are driven off, the Archivum Moribundus can be searched at leisure. Kill them all. Literature review. The data could be anywhere. Search several data repositories for any glimpse of Epsilis Damak Yoth. Well, given how that last mission went and that this is the exact same enemy types, I'm just going to go with a kill them all option. My thoughts exactly, Magos. Punish these traitors, get our data, and drive out the unbeliever host from our ship. Loading approval. Approval expressed. Then let the sparks of fury light the furnace of justice. Here they come. Objective updated. Same deal, we're going to pick our objective, spawn location, and whatever the other one is. The Archivum Moribundus is spread out over a wide area. Though there is a main entrance, several other ways in mean the heretics could attack from anywhere. Diffuse deployment. Deploy scattered across the area to cover as much of the Archivum as possible. Cover the 6. The heretics will probably attack through the main entrance. Deploy the cohort to cover this way in and mow down the heretics as they attack. Back to back. Deploy in a group near the main computer. I'm going to deploy together. I just like being kind of packed around one another. Heretics are almost here. The stink of their unbelief infects the new sphere. Make ready to repel them. Gather around the main computer to cover all directions. You must stand together and deny the enemy the chance to divide us. So we got objective, position, and the last one. A pair of heretics is already in the Archivum, busy scouring the servers for information. They have opened up another server nearby which could easily be searched by a servitor without alerting the heretics. Observe and report. Observe the heretics. This is a rare opportunity to know the kind of the enemy. Okay. First strike. Their backs are turned. They are unaware. Kill them both. Opportunistic download. Access the open server for as much data as possible before combat is joined. That's probably the one that gives us CP. So I'm going to gamble and go for that one. Desire, information, data, truth, knowledge, action equal, acquire. Indeed, we are here for data. Let us gather as much of it as we can before the bullets start flying. A server Accessing the vulnerable cogitator, it is able to extract a great deal of data before the heretics notice and destroy it, and make ready for combat. It seems to have had no effect whatsoever. Oh well. Survive 5 rounds. Translation, we're going to kill everything on in the battle map on 1, maybe 2. They don't appear invisible anymore. Okay, we've got some scanning to do. I don't know what the point is. Servitor. It's just tech priests and servitors again. It's like quite a small battle map actually. Maybe it opens up later. See, okay, Jeremiah goes first, then this one, then this one. That one won't reach us this turn, so can be disregarded. So let's just kill the closest ones. I suppose these 3 would be the target then. Fortunately, because Jeremiah goes first, I can use him to extract a bunch of CP. I'll do this to take the full 3 from there. In terms of damage output, I can actually scan them and see what their abilities are now. But I can be fairly confident that I can kill. 2 shots should be enough to deal with them. Whack. And even through its physical armor, the axe is too much. Wander down here. Try and catch you both with the same flamethrower shot. If not, I'll stand there and get them. There you go. Never even bothered to check how much health it has. But let's do it now. There's 3 left, and I did, what, 11 to 13? And it had 1 physical armor. Okay, they're not exactly super durable. Let's scan this. And then I'll shoot and kill them both. Completion's sake. Yeah, -2 awakening. Very cute. That's it. Do I use Cognition Overdrive now or save it? Naris is next. I can just reserve his turn, and then Tauth can go. Basically wipe out another Tech Priest and Servitor. Yeah, I'm going to have to assume that the map opens up, because this is way too easy. Pass to a Servitor that will never get to attack. That was smart. I'll just reserve your turn. Right, you sprinted to take 1 step. You're not fit through. No, the Servitor can fit there, just chose not to for some reason. Okay, you do you. How do I most effectively do damage to targets here? Well, I think I can kill one of these with 1 swing of my axe, so let's go and scan some stuff. I'm no longer wasting time attacking these terminals. That doesn't benefit us in any way. 10 HP. See what you've got. Oh, there's 2 bunched, so that's just... maybe you would be a better target then. Be a bit greedy here. 14 with 1 physical armor. So if I can get this up to... I add what? 4? I add 8, so that'll be 14. And then I'll have a 66% chance of killing him in 1 swing. Which I'm willing to take, so then I can just run down here and flame both of these. Killing them so I can kill this and this in 1 turn if I'm a touch lucky. He survives on 1 HP, so be it. At 13 to 15, he might just limp through this. Best of luck. We got the minimum. Shame. Okay. I'll let someone else tickle him and finish him off. Ryokus goes next, so you can just kill him easily. Wouldn't awfully mind if I scanned that first before shooting you. That without hitting it. Kills the priest, which gives me my CP back, and then this one's dead. Way over here. I'm far enough away from these to be out of their line of sight. But just to be sure, I'm going to fill the gauge regardless, so I may as well tuck myself in here. Oh no, he's after me. Mercy, please. Okay, Oreocus. Yeah, your little phosphor blast pistol I think would be perfect. Though annoyingly, he's got just enough energy arm to tank it unless I use Bless. That's +2, it does a minimum of 1 and kills him. Yep, that'll do. Where's the rest of their guys? There's a servitor there, and then there's a servitor chasing Tauth halfway around the world. Close enough to pistol it. Like so. Apparently that's doing nothing, so I'll do this. One. A mighty 1 damage. Plink. Or 4 because you crit it. You. Well, Menarius and Leonardus go next, so I can just use Menarius to kill this. So instead I'll summon in the robot to destroy this one. Need a lot, not exactly a huge amount of effort here. Those two will do. Just they reset every turn, which is convenient, so I can spam them. We'll get our CP back in case there's more turns to this. You will survive this. I don't particularly care. I guess I could one-hit kill it with this instead. There we go. Robot's turn. Beat the servitor. We are a slightly bigger servitor. Okay, they're all dead. No, I'm sorry, I missed one. I'm lying. It's full way over here, hiding in the corner. Okay, who is most suited? I have to use Leonardus to kill it, as if I accidentally used... If you use Menarius to kill something at the end, he damages himself, and then we have no opportunity to heal. So it always has to be this way around. That... Conveniently, this is still active, so I can use this to extract CP. How much extra damage output do I really need to defeat a servitor? I think just that will do, and then the torsion cannon shot. Yep. I say that, you don't even have to move, really. Because we're in range. I have to stand at its minimum. It might have a generally shorter range than this as well. I'd say 16 meters actually, so they're both equivalent. To here. Cannon through the wall. Found you. Oh, did I hit him by accident? I think we're far enough away. We're good. It's a big cone, it's not that big. Mission complete. The servitors delve deep into the arcane information architecture of the Archivum Moribundus. Thousands of years of obscure and incomplete data are mined. Finally, a series of files concerning Epsilus Damathoth are found and uploaded to the ship's command throne. This data is astonishing. Were I susceptible to emotional overload, I would be stunned. Epsilus Damathoth was an archmage or xenobiologist who specialized in researching the Necrons. Much of the intelligence we have used on this mission originated from Epsilus' studies, and yet none of this information is recorded anywhere else. Hypothesis: the information prescription order was successful. Corollary: mostly successful. There is no suggestion of what crime they committed to be branded an arch-heretic. However, the fact their followers are present on a mission to investigate a Necron tomb world cannot be a coincidence. Epsilus's followers seek something on Silver Tenebris equal percentage high. It is our task to see if they do not get it. There's that last one we were missing. Up the Skitari, Ranger, of course. There's another one as well. Oh, you could just keep leveling these two troops, can you? What does the Ranger do? Basic one. Reveal enemy statistic dealing damage, single target, doing 2 to 4. Okay, so it uses its energy damage as opposed to this one's. We have the Vanguards doing physical damage with a gun, or the Ranger doing energy damage. Now, currently it has an overwhelming advantage due to the double fire and being level 3, so maybe once this one levels it becomes comparable. Otherwise, yeah, all of these melee types are just worse. I don't understand why you'd want melee when you can just shoot something. Makes some sense with Tech Priests because they can touch things, hit them, move away freely, scan, reveal stats, but with little troops, then just blasting them from a safe distance is surely the way to go. This Blackstone we're piling up. I don't particularly feel any need to upgrade anything. These two are finished. You've got Tech 3, unless you want to upgrade Minarius' guns so he can actually hurt things. He's already 21, he basically does his job fine. Use that to buff guys if you have the spec. I should be using that more readily. Use that when you need it as well. That's fine. That's no. I'm gonna hold on to the Blackstone because there is, I think we can see from this gap, there's obviously a Tech Priest missing. So that'll be filled, and then once they pop in, we can hammer them with a. We need basically 20 levels worth to get them up to scratch with the other one. So we need a huge amount in reserve. Currently, not much point in bothering. Yeah, I think that's perfect. That's good. Just 2 missions done very quickly. We'll stop there. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, please do consider liking and subscribing. It does help out the channel and share the videos around. So I do really appreciate it. Do you have any notes for upcoming 40k games or just sort of genre-related games that you'd be interested in seeing, then please do let me know. I do take the time to stop and read all the comments, so any feedback will be taken on board. Thank you very much for all your support. See you next time.